Hello, we are from Guinea-Bissau.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your show. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you still doubt what this proverb could possibly mean, this is your show. Today we have the honor to have on our show somebody coming far away from here.
Dieng is a jocular teacher of English born in Wallo, where he did his studies. Primary school in Rosso, Senegal, junior school in Richard Toll, and high school in Dagana, where he got his baccalaureate and went to Cheikh Anta Diop University for 6 years and ended up with a certificate of Master 1. Mr. Dieng, also known as the jekk Sikkim in the ELT community, has been teaching English for 10 years in Konkani, Kolda. He is a pure product of English clubs. Mr. Dieng dedicates all his life to English clubs. He created and promoted many English clubs such as Rosso English Club, Yejawa English Club, King Fala Kingdom Family, Konkani English Club. With the latter, he organized 10 editions of English festivals. Mr. Dieng is an active member of ATES, Association of Teachers of English in Senegal, and is in charge of social issues in the national board. He is also the vice president of ATES Kolda. Mr. Dieng has been running many presentations on continuing professional development at the local level with English cells, at the regional level with ATES Kolda and Relo, and at the national level with a WhatsApp group named TOL, Think Out Loud platform that gathers many teachers of English.
Mr. Dieng, known as the jekk Sikkim in the ELT community. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Something to our guests, our viewers before we start the show.
Okay, Assalamualaikum Obama. Assalamualaikum dear viewers. I am Mr. Dieng Jibril. I'm from Konkani and I've been teaching for 10 years. Thank you for the invitation.
10 years, very long time.
Yeah,
and you have been teaching, for 10 years.
Yep.
Where have you been teaching so far?
In Konkani.
Where is it
I
exactly?
started there. Konkani is in the department of Velingara in Kolda.
Okay.
Yep.
You've been organizing the English Club Festival of Konkani, as you call it so. How did you start?
Okay, when I went to Konkani in 2009, it was my first year there. When I arrived, there were indeed an AC, but the activities were limited only when they have a first go. They just give them 10 minutes and they perform, and that's all.
Okay.
And when I arrived, they give me the post to be at the head.
All right.
And I say to myself, I need to bring something new for these kids. And most of the kids, they were born in Konkani, study in Konkani, and grew up there, and surely they will die in Konkani.
All right.
So I feel they need to have a connection with the outside.
Okay.
So where the idea of the festival came to me.
Okay.
And I set up the festival for the first edition.
And this year you have celebrated the 10th edition, right?
Yep.
Can you tell us about that edition?
Yeah, the 10th edition, it was indeed very high. You were there, thank God. And it was thanks to ATES Kolda, they support me because, it is difficult to organize a festival.
Yeah, indeed.
When you don't have a sponsor, you don't have a budget, you only rely on the small means that you have from the membership card and so on.
All right.
Only this, and this year, thanks to ATES Kolda, they support us and we organize one of the the greatest one.
The greatest English Club Festival.
Yeah.
And we know that place is so far from town. I mean, it is in the south. And most of people you find there are not involved in English club activities. And when you started your first year, you organized the festival. You mean your first year in that very area. So my question is this: what tool did you use to communicate? Because most of the time they don't know much about English club in those areas.
Right.
Mainly their parents.
Yep.
What tool did you use to communicate with the students and their parents as well to get them involved?
Good question. Because when I arrived there, when they gave me to be at the head, there were only around 7 members, things like that. Say, when I talk to kids, why don't you come to EC? The EC is not important. You just come there to dance and sing, and that's all. So I say, wow. So because students at these boys and girls don't have the right information, so I start talking to them, communicating, and I told them that English club is a place where you can express yourself, feel yourself, be yourself, enjoy yourself, and live together as a strong family.
All right.
So this is the deal that I put in their minds with the family and parents, and then I start organizing some meetings, inviting some parents time to time with some small things. and this is where the virus get into their body.
All right.
They start learning.
And you made them discover, I mean, the language, not just talk to them about the importance of the language, things just they hear, but to make them, live it. How did you, manage that?
Yeah, Kolda is a special area. In those areas, they have poverty, they have AIDS, early pregnancy, early marriage. So I use those topics, and students they start playing some sketch and drama.
You just found their section of interest.
Yeah, I join them in their contact, in their reality.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I make them feel themselves in what we're doing.
Definitely.
Finding some topic that can miss their interest. This is where they join me in this, and they find it very interesting.
Okay, we know that organizing a festival is not easy
at all.
It's time consuming, it's money consuming, it's all that. And how did you manage to be financed? I mean, did you have external support, or you've been just financed by the school administration, or what?
Okay, what I did when I came, they tell me there is no means. So I went to FASTEF. I made some membership card. In FASTEF thing, that's a ship. So I made some membership card, and when I came back, I sell them to the kids. They start selling them some simple makeup and some honorable one, and we sell them to teachers. And then we make some shirts, some Lacoste. We sold them. We organize some dancing parties, and some small activities that can help them to have some income.
And have you met some obstacles?
Yeah, of course, money.
Not just money. I mean, to make people really know what it's about, and make them come and participate, and not just see the English as the language, but a way to unify people.
Yeah, that's what I
like
say. People at the time, at the beginning, when I came, they say, this is not important.
Okay.
But me, my philosophy was, whoever comes at the AC, for sure he will come back. That was my
yes, I definitely know, because I went once, and I think I have been there for 10 times.
They were saying Mr. Dieng is here just to make money, to show off. And in Florida they have beautiful ladies. And Michael, they said that I'm at the EC because I like ladies. Sure. But sometimes you don't care. Do what you have to do. Do it once and forget about the rest.
All right.
And at the place of those things you say hindrances, I feel joy and happiness because I love what I'm doing. And I know sooner or later.
Yes, my next question is about that. You love what you're doing. Teaching is your passion.
Yep.
And you have been teaching English for 10 years.
Yep.
It's weird. Many people, when they start teaching, they say, I'm going to teach for a few years and I will do something else. And you've been teaching for 10 years. Was it a choice, or you just couldn't do something else and you keep teaching?
I think teaching for me is a mission. I must have, because I'm not the first born in my family. I'm not only the last, but in my family, I'm the first one to go to the junior high school, to the high school, and to the university. And I was obliged during holidays to come and help my young brothers and sisters. To teach them. This is what I call the virus of teaching. Okay. Teaching is a mission for me. It's my life. I love this mission. I'm not there for many like the other. No, I love this mission, and I don't think that I'm going to stop one day. I'll be teaching, or I will be trying to teach for the rest of my life.
All right, so we'll be back to that after the quiz with our brother Papgana. We're gonna Joof.
So here we are for the interview. Today's guest is Mr. Ngair, an English teacher from Matam. So, Mr. Ngair, after having been in the Obama show, so what is your impression?
Thank you. I was very happy to attend this Obama show. I would like to attend it before, but I have the occasion today to be here, and it was wonderful, and it was not a surprise for me. If Seydou as now Obama, this is great, this is wonderful, and I was here to support him.
So thank you for the support. And as a teacher, and seeing what is going around in the English clubs, okay? So what can you tell to people who says that English club is just for fun? Those who think that they gain nothing into going there. So what can be the message that you can give to them?
Okay, thank you. I say English club is very, very important. And I always talk to my students that I don't want what happened to some of my guys, happen to you. Because when we were at the university, you see some guys, they have the problem of, they are good at English, but they have a big problem of speaking English because they never joined the English club. The English club allow the students, to be to get the skills of speaking very rapidly, because it gives you the opportunity to speak and to express yourself in every field, like such as games, songs, poems, everything that I don't know. Okay, there are this is the best way I think to speak English for students. Donc I call my students not to miss it this occasion to join the English club because that's very important for their future.
So thank you, Mr. Nga. It was a pleasure to have you around. So hope that we're going to have you back soon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Now we're back on the show, still with Mr. Dieng, the jekkest Sikkim in the ELT community. And he's going to talk in the second part about professional development. Mr. Dieng, you are a funny teacher. People know it.
Somehow.
That makes you, very attractive.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
That's my nature. It's come naturally. Yeah, I'm like that.
Okay, and very funny teacher, but so much interested in when it comes to teachers' professional development. Teachers like me, they are so much interested in, how they can make money, how they can, trying to find a way to travel and, all those stuff. But you always talk about how teacher can get, professional development, and you've given so many presentations on that. Why are you interested in that very topic?
Okay, so because in life, when you do something, even if you are a robber, you have to do it in a very nice way. Do it or leave it. But what is not important is to try to do something. It's not good. When you have to do something, do it once, do it well, and forget about it.
Okay.
There in my area, Fuladu is a remote area, and most of the teachers after first step, they only limit on their courses, doing courses, going back home, and you scarcely see a kind of inspector coming to your class and check what you're doing.
Well, I have never seen one. I have never seen one in my class.
Even me.
4 years.
Yeah, that's why. And I say a teacher is just like a candle. It burns itself to produce light in order to teach people. And when this candle keep on burning, in the long run, it may burn, but the light may be gloomy. So you need to reinforce that candle to give it more energy to keep on the light for those who live in the darkness.
Okay.
That's why we need professional development. Only limit on teaching the routine in the soul, and you be tangling cap, doing the same thing all the time, doing that good. Sometimes you need to go and attend some English cells, trying to reinforce yourself in order to develop your background.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
And what do you think teacher professional development really means?
It means everything. Reinforce yourself, to develop your skills, your way of teaching, and how to do with it. Maybe you can the cells that you're doing at school. Most of teachers, they prefer going more lighting rather than attending the cells.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier in our sessions.
To have what do you like this? People who watch TheObamaShow, they will have their PD developed.
The professional development,
attending the activity of artists, for example, when they organize a kind of convention, going attending. In the long run, if you keep on going, exchanging with people, it will help you to develop yourself in the way of teaching. Very important.
Does it just mean the teacher should be very good at what he is doing? I mean, with all the ins and outs of the English language, or it means something else? I mean, many teachers, when they leave first def, they got good training. They have, what it takes to be a good teacher. And still we are talking about the low level students. How do you think teacher professional development can help our students, grow?
Very important. First, a teacher, you must love your job. Now, if you love your job, even if you don't see a teacher coming from first step, but you yourself, you can help yourself by exchanging. Exchanging make progress. When you come to me, we talk together, we exchange. I can help you. You give me any tech, exchange. All right. And also, when you are professionally developed, your students, they will be very efficient. They will be so dynamic, and they will understand quickly. Last week, when we went to David Job to meet our brother Jambole, you were amazed.
I was amazed. I fell through the floor.
Kids, they were at ease, they were expressing themselves, they were learning the language. All this is about professional development.
About professional development.
All right.
Thank you so much, brother, for being on the show. Before we tackle the last part of the show, teaching for 10 years is not easy at all.
No.
Not all. You certainly got some things that, pushes you up. Because they say behind any success there is a motivation.
Right.
I don't know if they say it like this, but I think somebody said it. Yes, behind any success there is a motivation. What is your motivation? What makes you want to, move forward? Even if you meet obstacles, you have challenges. What is that something that makes you want to, move forward?
Love first. I love what I'm doing. Okay. And the second thing is, I'm a Muslim. If you go back to the Quran, the first chapter is Iqra. When God said Iqra, learn. When you want to learn, who will teach you is the teacher, right? So from this, and God said also, if it's required to go as far as China to learn, go ahead. And seeking knowledge is a part of worshiping God.
It is.
And to seek knowledge, you need someone to teach you, and this is a teacher. I mean, apart from the money, the income that you have from the job, you'll have the reward of God tomorrow, inshallah.
All right.
Because when you teach people, this is, I don't see there is any kind of job that is more important than teaching. Whether you are a doctor, all these guys, they have one spot in the hand of teacher. Whether you are a doctor, whether you are a president, you are a lawyer, whatever you may be, even this cameraman that I hate, thanks to teacher that they managed to be a cameraman.
True that. All right. And you are a very committed teacher. Let's say it. You always spend your money, attending workshops. What's your vision for Senegal's educational system, and what should be done to recover the system today?
Yeah, my vision is, or my aim, my purpose for Senegal is to have one of the most fantastic systems in the world. But coming to our system nowadays, we all know that it requires to be reformed. We need to nub the system. Yeah, man. And I'm sorry for the whole of word.
No problem.
Because nowadays you see, most of the students in TL Prim, and they overtake English as the LB1. Because when they go at the back exam, they have the worst mark in English. And it's the normal. It means that the system does not cope with the reality of the Senegal context. Now we have new type of students, and we need to have new type of teachers. And to do that, we have to nip the ceremony.
The system.
I'm sorry.
Okay. To organize a nip ceremony, to reform, to shake the system.
Bring some new thing teaching.
Your break fresh ground, stuff like that.
All right.
Okay. Well, we are running out of time. Maybe you will be back on the show again to talk about professional development, because teachers need to hear more about what makes them be a good teacher, and this topic is one of them. So your message to the world to end the show.
My message to the world is, cameraman, you over there, I'm talking to you, take it easy. Ask me to dig it. Take it easy. Why do I say that? Sometimes in life you may wake up, you may have some problems, some difficulties, but don't ever step down. Try always to try again. Don't take things so hard. No matter life, sometimes you may think that life has turned its back to you. Things are so difficult. When you touch something, things are hard, but take it easy and keep on trying. One day will come, the sun will get out and shine for you. Sometimes people, they may hate you. Take it easy. You cannot be loved by everybody, all right? Sure. So who loves you, love him. He doesn't love you, love him too. Just take it easy. The last thing is, sometimes people, they may do something negative to you.
All right.
But don't
fight back. Don't fight back.
They have only given you what they have, but you give them what you get. I mean, your positive aspect, all right? So no matter what the case may be, always take it easy. Make it easy. Keep it easy. Do it easy. You're going to get it easy. More love and blessing. Take it easy.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you guys. Next time.